Hi there. Hi guys, it's Robin Morton here from Win with Robin. And I just want to talk to you for a couple of minutes this afternoon. You saw the title for this video, so why are you here? Well, you're probably worried about the fact that everything seems to be going up in price all the time and you don't seem to have as much money in your pocket. Just here in the UK, the government has put up interest rates for the very first time in a decade. And I know this is just the start of it. In fact, the whole Western economy, they're putting up interest rates going right across Europe and America because they know that inflation is just round the corner. And you know what inflation means? It means prices are going to go up even more. Now, even without that, I would ask you, have you not noticed that things are going up in price? It's the same things that you buy week in and week out seem to be more expensive. And the governments tell us that inflation isn't really that high, but you know, they exclude so many things from what they include in the inflation measurements that doesn't really make sense to the average man or woman in the street. And if you're anything like me, you know you just don't have as much money in your pocket. Now that's fine when you're 20 years old or late 20s like myself perhaps, but you know, if you're thinking about your retirement or thinking about your savings, you have savings, right? And you know, you're thinking, what are you going to do about it? The money in the bank at the moment is not really going to make it. It's not really going to do it. You know, prices are going up in a curve. You know, so it's getting more and more expensive. Whereas if you're saving, you know, $20 a month or whatever, just straight line saving, you're never ever going to catch up with the cost of inflation and rising prices. So you need to think out of the box about what you're going to do about your retirement. And even if you're not, you know, my age, you know, even if you think retirement is a long time away, are you doing anything about it? You know, have you made any retirement plans? What are you going to do when one day the work dries up? Are you going to fall off a financial cliff, or are you going to be okay? Now, back in my dad's day and his generation before that, you could be assured of a fairly healthy pension, you know, if you worked hard, and you'd probably be okay. But nowadays, we're all living much, much longer, and there's no real pension security anymore. So you really need to take these matters into your own hands. Now, saving paper money every month is a start. You know, I'm not knocking that. You know, putting money into a savings account is a start, but paper money is becoming less and less valuable with every minute that it's in the bank. You're not really getting anything, any return on it, and with prices going up, your money becomes less valuable. And of course, the good old governments, when things get tough like they're likely to be getting very, very soon, they just print more money. And by printing more money, that means the money in your pocket becomes less and less valuable. It's diluted in value. You know, do you get that? Yeah, do you all get that? So that's a really important thing to remember. Now, I have a gold savings business, and gold has been for 5,000 years a safe haven for investment. Now, if you had, say you bought a pickup truck in the 1950s, well, the amount of gold you need to buy that pickup truck then would be the same amount of gold it would buy you a brand new pickup truck today. Now, if you took the money, the paper money, the dollars or the pounds or the euros that pickup truck would have cost in the 1950s, and you tried to buy one now, you'd be lucky if you could afford to fuel the tank with that money. Okay, so gold is a very, very sensible and safe way to save some money. Now, up until very recently, gold was out of reach for the ordinary man in the street like myself. You would have to have a broker, and you'd have to be able to buy ounces of gold at tens of thousands of dollars, and it was just out of our reach. But now it's very easy with an online system that I can share with you. You can buy gold in tiny amounts, absolutely tiny amounts. But if you do it regularly, it's amazing how it builds up in value. and especially as it will keep its value when everything else becomes more expensive. And also, there is a really neat way that you can make this asset work for you, and it will actually provide you with an income, so a residual income. So you've got an asset, a very safe asset that you can always return back into paper money if you're crazy enough to do that, but it also gives you an income. So if that is of interest to you, and you can see what's happening in the macroeconomy, you can see the fact that interest rates are going up, inflation is going up, the money in your pocket is becoming less valuable, and you maybe don't have the retirement plan that you would love to have, then it's not too late to do something about it. The old saying, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The next best time to do it is today. Well, it's exactly the same with looking after your financial future. And if you are interested in this, if you click the link next to this video, you can find out a little bit more about me, who I am, what I've done, but more importantly, what I can do to help you. Okay, so if that's of interest to you, click on the link, and hopefully I'll see you on the other side. And keep smiling. We will work this out together. Thank you now. That's all from Robin at Win with Robin. Bye.